These are two stories to remind you guys the kind of evil men are capable of. Just in case you've forgotten, this picture is of a 16-year-old boy who was lured into a farmland by 3 men in Osun State. The 3 men were said to be residents of Apomu in Osogbo. Then they left the neighborhood to another neighborhood they call Arademi in Ikire to cultivate a farmland. So while they were there, they were cutting grass. It's unclear if that was their major aim, but somewhere along the line, a 16-year-old boy was lured into that farmland, where they began tearing this boy open with a knife, cutting up his abdomen with the intention to steal his vital organs. All the while, the boy is alive, the boy is awake, screaming, crying, begging for his life. They had already cut him up open. Now, it's unclear what they took, what they did not take, because the story is assuming or suggesting the boy is still alive. However, it's been reported that in the process of doing all of this, the boy was able to scream for help to the point help came and rescue came, and the 3 guys ran away, but they did not leave empty-handed. They probably could not get his liver, they could not get his kidney. However, they stole his scrotum, his testicles, his penis. I don't even know what they mean by scrotum. I would think scrotum is testicles, but it's been reported that this young man had his scrotum stolen from him by those 3 men. Put in mind that this incident happened towards the end of July. However, it's been reported over again because the people involved in this alleged mutilation have been arrested, and it's a total of 8 people in connection to this horrifying incident. So it's sickening to see that this was done. It's been reported that the young boy still lives. Some sources claim he died afterwards, but from the reports going around, it's not exactly stated that the young man died. So there's a chance he's still getting treatment from the injuries. But from the trauma, only God can erase such a memory from his head. Because how do you live with this? How do you live? Like the kind of PTSD you're going to get from this kind of experience, only Jesus Christ can cure it. Now let's go to Anambra State, where a young man by the name of Emmanuel was kidnapped by Fulani headsmen along with his 2 sisters as they worked in a farmland. These kidnappers came with guns and machetes and then held them hostage, making them crawl across the river to where they would call their parents to pay up ransom. It's unclear what really happened. Some sources said one of the sisters escaped, so it was just Emmanuel and the other sister, the one making the video. So while they were there, it was certain that Emmanuel's parents could not pay up the amount of money that they were calling for the ransom. And so they asked Emmanuel to take off his clothes, and the sister should take off her clothes, and then they should have intercourse. Emmanuel refused to do so. He refused to lay with his sister. And because of that refusal, these headsmen decided to machete him to death. They pretty much butchered Emmanuel and killed him because he refused to sleep with his sister. After they had killed Emmanuel, they told the sister to run. One of their intention was that she's running, they would shoot and kill her, but the kidnappers, their leader, had a change of mind and let her live to tell the story, basically. She ran out and ended up in a place called Amansi, where she reached out and asked for help, and eventually a video began circulating of her narrating what had happened. Imagine if she had been killed. We would not have even known that this is the kind of evil these people do. It's one thing to kidnap and demand ransom. It's one thing to tell siblings to sleep with each other for your entertainment. Only God knows what goes on in all these kidnappers' den. The horror, the hell that goes on in all these dark places where we don't even know, where people don't even come out of it alive to tell what they even went through. This is sickening. And the funny thing is, some people are in the comment section, from what I've seen, because the story is already going around, talking about, oh, he should have just done it. He should have just done it. Yes, he will move to another place and never speak to his sister again. I'm like, what are the chances that he would do it and still get killed? What are the chances?
So as a woman, when you give birth, please ensure to have somebody with you. When you give birth in the hospital, make sure you are not alone with your child, because there are women out there who are looking for child desperately. So something very strange happened in Ekiti on the 4th of August 2025. A 34-year-old woman identified as Deborah Anyeni was said to have been arrested by the Ekiti Police Command. Now this is what happened. Miss Deborah was said to have been married and her husband was based abroad. However, he came visiting and they lived together for a period of time. She took in late 2024 and the husband traveled out of the country. Knowing fully well that she was pregnant, the husband was constantly sending money to her for antenatals, checkup and all that. She was using her pregnancy to get money from her husband. But unfortunately for her, she lost the pregnancy. Losing the pregnancy, she didn't know how to break the news to the husband. According to her, she's scared the husband would leave her if he learns that she has lost the child. Probably also she was worried that he will stop sending money to her, so she had to employ another move. She decided to fake her pregnancy, so the neighborhood, everybody would think she's actually still pregnant. This woman continued faking this pregnancy and was collecting money for antenatals and checkups from the husband. Despite losing the pregnancy, she didn't tell him she has lost it. She was still faking the pregnancy. She said she lost her own original pregnancy somewhere March 2025. Since that March till August, she was still faking her pregnancy, collecting money. She even got a fake ultrasound image and sent to the husband. While she was faking this pregnancy, she was already making plans on how to steal someone's child. So on the 4th of August 2025, she went to a hospital known as Okeyemi Health Center, a government facility there at Ekiti, got herself registered, got herself admitted in that particular room with the woman identified as Salmatu Lawal. On seeing that this woman has given birth, she got herself admitted in that same ward, started familiarizing with this woman before the family members started arriving, started being online to the woman who just gave birth in order to gain her trust. When she finally gained the woman's trust, she offered to carry the child, to help her carry the child. The woman went into the bathroom to ease herself. Immediately, Mrs. Lawal went to the bathroom to ease herself. Deborah seized the opportunity and ran away with the child. On Mrs. Lawal coming out and not seeing Deborah and her child, she screamed immediately and raised an alarm that her child has been stolen. So they quickly involved the police. They started searching immediately. While the police arrived at the scene and started searching, they found a bag by the door, so containing cotton wool. Probably she bought cotton wool to clean up the child. She already made all these arrangements, so she forgot and left the bag there. On seeing the bag, the smart police officer decided to unravel the bag. They saw the receipts from the shop where they bought the cotton wool. With the receipts, they were able to go to the shop where she bought the cotton wool. Luckily for them, the shop had a CCTV camera which captured Deborah and 3 unidentified men coming in to buy the cotton wool. With the help of that CCTV, they were able to trace her. And this is the reason why police feel justice and investigation is not just for the police. That is the job of everybody. A well-meaning Nigerian who learned about the incident and suspected Deborah immediately called the police to inform the police that he suspects this woman stole a child because of the way she has been acting. So after they got the tip from this anonymous man, they quickly rushed to the said address, which was at Afao Road in Ekiti. They broke into the house. There they met Deborah conducting motherly duties to the child she stole. They rescued the child, reunited the child with her parents, and arrested Deborah. There they took her into custody and she confessed. She told the police how she didn't want to lose her husband, how she didn't want to lose her marriage, which was why she decided to steal a baby. That in fact, that was her first time of doing something like that. That was her first time of stealing a child. However, she's still under the police custody and investigation is ongoing. They are yet to arrest the other 3 unidentified young men that walked into the supermarket to get the cotton wools with her. She's currently under custody. Investigation is ongoing and she'll be charged to court. So at this point, I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should even blame this Salmatu. It's not her fault. She can't say, okay, because nobody has come to visit her, or family members are here to visit her, she won't ease herself or she won't use the restroom. She genuinely felt that this other woman was pregnant, which was why she even trusted her and said, okay, my baby is here with you, let me ease myself. So I can't even blame her. But then in the hospital, were they not really aware that Deborah was faking pregnancy? Did she not register in the hospital? Before you register as a pregnant woman, don't they conduct tests? Did they not see her stomach? I feel the hospital was very careless in their act. How was it possible that she was able to fool the hospital that she was pregnant? Yes, you can fool your neighbors, your family by faking your pregnancy. People may not want to come and raise your dress to see your pregnancy, but fooling hospital. Did you not run a test on her to see that, okay, this woman's pregnancy is due for her to come to the hospital to be admitted that she wants to give birth? You people did not check if she was truly pregnant. You just admitted her there with a fake pregnancy. I feel the hospital was careless. And then for this Mrs. Lawal's family member, I feel the family members were also careless. How can she give birth and nobody was in the hospital with her? Not even her husband. Don't she have siblings? This is the first time I'm hearing it, that a pregnant woman will give birth and there is no single family member or relative watching over her. I feel this is bad. But please, I hope we learn with this case. I hope we use this story to learn.